For the fans, by the fans. Welcome to the only Angels postgame show that keeps it real, win or lose. No filters, no fluff, just raw reactions right after the final out. The Golden Stamos is polished up and somebody's about to take it home. A clutch hit, a game-saving grab, or just straight up hustle. We see you. But if you played like trash, you're getting the dreaded Nacho Night Award. We saw the missed calls, we saw the blown saves, the clutch moments, and the disasters too. Your comments are front and center, and yeah, we read all of them. Wanna let loose? Call in and sound off live. No scripts, no suits, no spin. This is raw, this is real, this is where the fans take over. This is the Heedy Postgame Show with Todd Fox. For the fans, by the fans.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Hey guys, this is Rob from Halos in the Infield, and we're going to recap this game and then the end of the series for us. And we kind of saw this one coming. I mean, for those of us who have seen Kwanowicz pitch and know what he has, this guy needs work. This guy needs some major help right now, development-wise. And it was Sam Blum who posted on X earlier that, hey, we sent this guy down for one start in AAA to work on things. One start, not enough time to figure things out, not enough time to get it all together, let alone face somewhat decent hitting. But he comes out today, and the Angels, they just look flat right off the bat. And it doesn't help, right, when you have these shifts going on. I'm a little more old school, man. I love just straight up baseball. If you got to shade a little bit, then do it. But pitch to where the shade's at, right? If you're going to shift over to the right side of the field, pitch inside. Make the guy go that way. That's what you're banking on. Why are you pitching away? Those first couple of runs today, up until the fourth inning, I thought Kwanowicz was doing okay. Yeah, I know he had the double, but those are little fluke hits. Those are what happens when you put the ball in play. That's what we're hoping the Angels to do. We talked about it last night. Get rid of that BS launch angle, and let's just go forward with that and put contact. Just make contact. Bat on ball. That's all the Tigers did today in the first three innings. They pressed the Angels. They forced them to make plays. They weren't really doing the launch angle. Later on in the game, they did try to hit a whole bunch out, and as we saw. But in the beginning, they're trying to get guys on base. And Kwanowicz wasn't doing bad up until the fourth inning. Up until you start seeing him struggling. Can't find his stuff, breaking ball wise. Starts walking guys. And I'm a firm believer in this one, too. I don't hate the 3-0 walks overall, because I don't mind us giving the one bag up instead of multiple, because all of a sudden 3-0, you see him throw a fastball right down Main Street and the guy sitting dead red on it. He stayed competitive up until that point. But this kid he's not ready for major leagues yet. The player development for the Angels, as we talked about, is amongst one of the league's worst by far. By far. Baltimore used to be really bad way back in the day, a couple years ago, before all these young guys came up and talent-wise. They made a major change. So they saw what the issue was. Hey, we can't develop major league guys. So what happens? They change the whole system. And here we are at the Angels. You can say, oh, the argument's there. Oh, yeah, we develop major league guys. Well, you draft them and you throw them right to the freaking majors right away. You don't have enough time to screw them up. I mean, there's another post, too, that Sam Blum again, about Alda Gary, that he was doing so well in the minor leagues, development-wise. He was doing good. Angels were going the right direction. And all of a sudden, we put the needs of the organization ahead of the needs of the player in the future. He comes in a bullpen role multiple times. You send him back down, and he struggles. You've mentally messed with this kid. Caden Dane, the same exact thing. We bring these guys up for a short term for one game. And we throw off the rest of the season for a little bit. And yeah, I know we can say, hey, well, these guys are professionals. They should be able to bounce back. But these are young guys, young arms. They're very trained in what they do. We talked about this last night with Soriano being a relief pitcher and being a starter. Yeah, I know. So the Angels, Pedro Martinez came in to help out Soriano. They're bringing in a Hall of Famer. Great. Where's more of that? You're pretty much at that point in my mind. Hey, we're seeking outside help. I don't have what it takes in my organization to develop these guys. And Kwanowicz today didn't have it. I know it's hard to say. It's easy for me to sit here and Monday day quarterback these guys, but at the same time, what are we doing? The season's over, right? I so badly wanted to post too about it when Renhefo kisses that home run goodbye. He's kissing the 2025 season goodbye as well too. But Kwanowitz overall, he exactly what we thought was going to struggle. Can't get out of the fourth inning. The Angels should have just taken the 3 from him, got out of there. Yes, you would have been down 3-0, but yet your offense climbs back once again. And they score. They put up 5, and I'm still a firm believer in Major League Baseball wise that if you put up 5 or more runs, you need to go ahead and win that ball game. Detroit puts up 9. It took them 9 runs. That's a first place team to beat us. So our offense was there. And even at that, too, there's clutch moments in the game where they walk 2 guys in a row. Yes, I understand Mike Trout probably should have struck out in the inning. What was that, the 7th or the 8th? Excuse me, the 8th inning. Mike Trout probably should have been called out on strikes, but hey, it went our way that time. Sometimes it goes against us. We got to take it as it comes. But then Joe Adell comes up, and I love Joe Adell. I freaking love this dude. I think he's turned the corner. I think he's the guy. We need to sign long term, a little bit longer, not long term overall, but a little bit longer. Give him a 3-year deal, make it worth his while. Let's see if we can get something out of him. Or if you can go full rebuild, let's do it. But I don't think we're going to do that. Anyways, he comes in, 2 guys walked in a row, swinging first pitch, ground ball, double play. Kills the inning. Like, what are you doing, dude? I know that you're trying to swing first pitch more often lately. That was his whole plan. They changed a little at bat there. But at the same time, have a plan on what to do. Rolling over a ground ball double play to have that, and then all of a sudden the next guy behind you hits a 2-run shot. Not to say like, oh, hey, yeah, if you got on base, it'd be a grand slam, because you don't know. But you give the opportunity for that offense to still be successful at that point in time. You help your team out overall. You climb, you scratch, claw your way back. Don't let the pitcher off easy, which we did. Montero at that point was struggling. You let him off easy, right there, ground ball double play, give them a little bit of life, and they come back and do that. And they come back and kill us. But there's no coaching here again. Yeah, the offense is doing good, but there's some times where you do need to step in. Hey, manager, Ray Montgomery, take one. Be competitive about it. Do something. Joe Adell's a very good hitter, but he is very susceptible to a ground ball double play. He's not very fast, and you got to look who you have around the bases as well too. Where's my speed guys at? Oh, hey, maybe I don't have the best opportunity right now, so don't just swing away and do a launch angle type swing and roll over like he did there. Let's make this guy work. We have him against the ropes. Don't let him off. But the Angels do the Angel way, the typical Angel way, excuse me, and go ahead and they leave a total of 6 guys on base today. They're 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. 2 for 11 today, but they still managed to scratch and claw 5 runs. But what was Detroit today? Runners scoring position, 4 for 6. And it shows today on the scoreboard. They put the ball in play. They're not just fly balls, they're ground balls, they're line drive. They're making things happen. They're making things happen. I wish we did a little more of that today. I am extremely happy with our offense overall. And then it was today 5 runs was good, but there's still opportunities you got to seize the moment. And I know you guys could say, "Oh, you're contradicting yourself." Yes, I might be here and there, but at the same time, like we have to go ahead and live beyond the long ball right now. With Shanaway hitting his, Rengifo hitting his, we need to develop an offensive style, manufacture runs. We talk about this over and over and over again. And then don't even get me started right now. I'm a little pissed off with Christian Moore and his rehab assignment. We sent him up and down. This kid has not done too much offensively. A buck 78 hitter. A buck 78. We're complaining about Rengifo hitting 250. Moncada. Right now, I'd have Rengifo as my second baseman, and Moncada as my third every day. Unless someone's hurt or something else happens. I mean, Moore's not giving you defensive gems out there. He's more of a liability right now on defense. He's not, I mean, he's a great power guy in college, hasn't translated well in major leagues. But then again, we rushed this dude up here. We didn't develop him enough. We didn't let him get used to the major league style of play. It's frustrating today. I know the game's over, or season's over. I get it. Why are you getting so upset about it? Because this is the future. What do we have after this? If Rengifo walks, because we didn't trade him, we didn't get any value out of him. If he walks, what do you get? Maybe a 5th round pick out of it, if that, and then you're starting from scratch with somebody else. I mean, what guy's going to come here? I think Rengifo is a guy you have to sign as well too. You didn't trade him, you didn't seize the opportunity. Sign him to a 1-year deal. I hate these 1-year deals. We're going to have to do something to stay alive next year and develop something next year. So as of now, I don't think he has it. I don't think Moore has it to take over for us. But again, just the lineup today. Let's go through it real quick. Neto, 2 hits, leadoff spot, looking pretty good today. Had a base on balls, got on base 3 times for us. The strikeout, not a big deal for me overall today. Shanaway today has a home run, 2-run blast, and has a 2-run blast overall. Helps get 2 RBIs in. Mike Trout today, not great, but not bad. 2 base on balls. Granted, that one should have been a strikeout. He got lucky, got bailed out by the umpire, but hey, that's what happens sometimes when you have the human factor in it. Taylor Ward as well. 2 base on balls, no hits overall, didn't manufacture much. Joe Adell was going to be the issue for us today with 2 strikeouts and a ground ball double play that hurt. Rengifo today, 2 hits as well. The home run, he's getting hot. Moore, 0 for again, the strikeout. Tedioso has a walk, I believe. Did he have a walk? Or fielder's choice, I believe. But he got on base as well today, too, scored a run for us. The offense was there, though, again, but Kwanowicz and these Angels pitchers not getting out of the freaking 4th inning. And I said last night, too, Soriano's the problem. And I'm tired of seeing freaking Carson Fulmer come out of the freaking bullpen and give us a fucking gem once again. Not that I hate that he's giving us a gem. Oh, give up 2 runs, but he gave us 5 innings. He ate up 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, gave up a home run, ill-advised, has little control issues with the walks and everything, not getting the swing and miss at the very end, trying to do too much. And it's similar to what Soriano does. They try to throw it by you. These are major league hitters. You're not going to throw it by them. And then don't throw a flat slider. I'm tired of these breaking balls up over the middle of the plate, down and away, or in and throw in and down. Do something. Don't leave them hanging. If you miss high's in the low part of the zone. But we're missing, they're aiming low, and we're missing right in the dead center. It's right in that hitter's eye, right in that batter's hot spot, right in the hitter's eye, too. They see it coming. This is a dude who's a gamer. He's been on plenty of teams in this past, but he's the type of guy, like, why not throw him as a starting pitcher? He has a 3 ERA. Kwanowicz probably has a league worst 6.19 ERA after today. And you're not helping him out. Might as well send him back down for the rest of the year and see if he can work on something. Don't beat this kid into the ground like we're doing right now. It's absolutely disgusting to see the Angels not have a fucking clue of what's going on. Yet here we are again. We're going to face the Dodgers tomorrow. And who do we have going for us? Another guy's probably struggling in this one. Is it Tyler Anderson tomorrow? I'm already jumping ahead for it. But, oh no, Soriano's tomorrow. Excuse me. Soriano needs to bounce back because he's going against Yamamoto. And that was our guy. We were saying, hey, we think he's our ace. We think he's better than Kikuchi. I mean, there's times, yeah, he has flashes here and there, but there's something wrong with our game plan overall. Because you can't tell me that every single game that the pitchers that are struggling in the 4th inning. Change the plan, Montgomery. And Barry Enright, get the fuck out there and start talking to these guys a little bit more. Don't go out there and then give up big hit. What are you telling? What's your philosophy? Who's calling these pitches? Drives me effing insane sometimes. I know you can say hindsight's 2020. It's easy for me to call it, but there's plenty of times where we're all sitting here, we're all in our own little message with our group that we have and everything, and everyone's calling it. Dom says, hey, why are you doing this? Todd will say it too, Fernando, James. We all go back and forth, and we're like, and then all of a sudden, something bad happens. Like, we just said that. We're seeing this. How the hell are you guys not seeing this? Your fucking job. Absolutely awful. Today, this is the series you should have taken. Should have taken game 1. You lose game 1. You come back, you win game 2 because your pitching couldn't hold it down game 1. Today's a game that you have to win. You got 5 off of them today. 5 runs. It's a winnable game in Major League Baseball. You score 5 more runs, I do expect to see a W. That's just my personal opinion. But this is a series that the Angels had command, but at the same time, bad pitching, bad coaching decisions lead us to here, where we're at now. Why is everyone else on a short leash and Kwanowicz gets the free range to go ahead and suck it up and blow the games out and let it get out of reach? Drives me fucking insane. But I do have the media assets today, guys. I do apologize for last night. I did mess up. Thankfully, Randy made me a little video on how to do everything, and it helped out big time. So let's get to the awards. Tonight, we're going to start with one of my favorite ones.
For the fans, by the fans.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. DFA'd it again.
For the worst performance of the night. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Moldy cheese, stale chips, what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunch, just take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
And unfortunately today, the Nacho Night is going to go to 2 different people. And I'm going to do this because I'm very unhappy with their play. I'm going to give it to Kwanowicz. although he had a solid first couple of innings there, he let it get to him. Mentally not there yet, not mentally tough. Doesn't really compete through it overall. And the second guy I'm going to is Christian Moore. It's not his night. Not his night defensively. Day again defensively, not on the plate too. That strike at the end, yeah, you can call it BS. He missed low, but it's part of the game. We got calls our way. They got calls their way. It is what it is. But I need to see some a little bit more out of this kid, especially in the major leagues. You're going to be here with Rengifo turning it up a little bit too, because he's feeling the pressure, feeling the heat. Prove that you belong in the starting lineup. But those two guys are going to end up with a nacho night for us today. And then let's go off to our Stamos. And the Stamos award is going to be a shared one again. It's going to be Kerry Carpenter, and I'm going to give it to Riley Green as well. Guys had some great at bats, 7 RBIs between the two. That is the number 3 and 4 hitters right there. Guys are getting on base ahead of them, and they're driving them in. And that's what you need out of a lineup like that. Yes, we had the runs today, but this is a team that's going to compete in the playoffs. I believe they're back in first place again, passing the Indians with today's win and their loss. Or the Guardians, excuse me. I apologize. I'm getting canceled now for sure because of that. But these are the guys put the ball in play, 270 hitters. They're going to get the RBIs, play some solid defense overall. And let's talk about that real quick. Tidioso on that defensive plays. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong about this. He looks too hungry to want to be there. That ball left field, that's Taylor Ward's ball, 1,000%. I don't give two shits who's the center fielder at that point in time. He's under the ball. He's camped there. He's ready to catch it. He checked back for the wall. He has a deadbeat read on that ball. You are flying in full speed, not even under control at all. Like freaking chick with his head cut off. And you almost take him out. Luckily, he didn't drop the ball. Almost hurt yourself as well, too. Where's the coaching in this? I still think Nelson Rada is the guy in center field. Under control, understands it. The ball to right field, Joe Adell, 50-50. I do see that. The center fielder getting the ball. I agree. Yes, it's his ball calling it off. Adell, a little bit better for me because, as we all know, as you're running for a ball to the gap, full speed in a major league stadium, let alone two, you don't always hear, I got it, as you saw Tidioso saying. We were always taught in college was ball, 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 something distinguishing because I got it and you got it while running can sound the exact same. That bothers me defensively. It just shows how we're supposed to have this defensive mind coaching staff, and it's not relating right now. Is Ron Washington really the only guy who can teach this? Are you kidding me? So once we lose him, we're done. We can't develop anywhere else. We can't figure things out. But that was just mine. I mean, absolutely awful. So this kid is just running after the ball, in my opinion, and he's just trying to make something happen. He's not doing it offensively, so he's overcompensating for it defensively while doing so, almost giving up outs, let alone hurting players that we just need to get across this finish line. Yeah, we're not going to win the wild card. I understand. I know mathematically we're not out of it yet, and everyone wants to say, oh, look at the Tigers last year. I hate that, guys. I absolutely hate that. The honks are going to say that, and I usually don't call out people or other pages, but when I see other pages do that, I'm thinking about it. Look what they had. An established ace. A number 2 guy with like Casey Mize. Casey Mize, granted, he's a top prospect. Didn't do great the last couple of years, but look at him this year. They knew this is what he's going to be. He's been a prospect for years, one of the best ones. But when you have the Cy Young winner, an established ace, and a game where you know, hey, every 4th game, I'm going to win for sure, hands down. And you have all these other pieces around you that you have an outfield. You have an established offensive producer. You have guys that get on base, guys that drive them in. You're going to steal bags overall. This year, they're one of the lowest ones. Oh, they're relying more on the long ball and a little bit more of those power hitters to the gaps. But I'm tired of hearing that. Absolutely tired. Would I love the Angels to make the playoffs? Absolutely. I'd be so ecstatic if the Angels did the playoffs this year, even if they got bounced the wild card. Realistically, don't tell me, oh, hey, the Angels and the Tigers last year around this time had the same exact record, but they had a coaching staff, an AJ Hinch, a guy who's been there before. They have a ace, like I just said. They have a power hitter. They have a legitimate number 2, number 3, number 4 hitter. Let's be honest, guys. Do we? No, I don't think we do. Stanwell now is going to launch angle once again. It helped out today because you get the home run. Neto puts the bat on ball a couple times here and there, so it helps us out as a leadoff hitter. But this launch angle's killing us. Trout today, he dipped that shoulder a couple times again. We talk about it over and over again, but everyone's doing it. Not just him. Adele, when he in a 3-2 count, dipped that shoulder ball inside underneath the hands or weak points. I feel like the Dodgers and everyone else are going to expose that. As we're going, I feel in the wrong direction. The rest of the division in the league is going in the right direction. It's going to be pretty soon here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Oakland A's pass us again come late September. And we're talking about, damn, how the hell did we think that we're going to make playoffs? And yet the A's have now passed us because they have a young crew, a young core of guys who are doing the right things. They sold off Mason Miller. They got guys in return to go ahead and help the franchise in the future in the next 2 to 3 years. But yet here we are, just being stale once again. But we just kind of look around. It's frustrating as fans because, yes, the season's over, but I'm already seeing next year being over too. And there's only.
Problem, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, I'm the problem, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Hi.
All we can do is blame that guy right there. Because honestly, every time I look at it, it's either him making a bad decision or him not wanting to spend money, and it sucks. And honestly, it just feel this.
We suck again. Oh no!
That's how I honestly feel over and over and over again. Let's go ahead and get to some of these comments here. Sorry. Grill Master. What's happening, dude?
I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
Sprints the clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Sprints the clock, let's pour some more. Sprints the clock, let's pour some more. Sprints the clock, let's pour some more.
I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying?
Marty checking in with.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Sorry, Marty with that one there. Andrew says, shit game, fuck Wanowitz and this coaching staff, bunch of retards in this organization. Absolutely right. And is it so much Kwanowitz's fault? Yeah, the guy's not a gamer. He's deflated. He's young. You can blame him for that and just not wanting to be out there. Because at the end, you can see he doesn't want to be there. But it's more, yeah, absolutely agree. It's more the organization not setting this kid up for success, but setting him up for failure overall. And what are they doing? Continue to throw him out there, even though you have Fulmer out there doing some good things. Probably keep you a little bit more competitive. Giving up 3 to 4 runs, I'll take that because even 4 runs today gets you the dub. But again, it's part of the whole game plan or lack of, because I don't know what they're even thinking about. Like, what do you talk about at the end here to him? Hey, you got to do this better. Yeah, no shit. What are you going to do to help me develop this? What do I need to work on? Take me aside. We're not doing that. I don't think Barry Enright's doing a great job this year at all. I thought that he needed a little bit more pitching. He was doing good at first. We were giving him all this praise, and all of a sudden, you go ahead and you see the rest of the year as it progresses. Guys get tired, guys get figured out, and he's yet to make an adjustment to it overall. Big Red Faithful says, Q, we are the suckiest suck that ever sucked. I don't know if I have that one. Todd has a little bit more of the soundboard than I do overall. But I'll look for that one. If I get to it, I get to it, man. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Big Red Faithful says playoffs. Yeah.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play.
That's not even the right one. But we do try to play to win the game, but not this team here. This team seems to be game over once you go ahead and give it a run. Here we go.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? Playoffs?
We're talking about playoffs. Talk about the future now too, because that seems to be very dim overall. Growmaster says Bro Kwanowitz can't keep starting games per Carson Fulmer in this spot, and I absolutely agree. You're 100% right. It's time to turn the page. It is what it is, man. That it happens, right? What are you gonna do? Some experiments are failed ones at that, and you cannot keep rolling with the same old thing. But yet we still do. Marty says watching these guys in the outfield is like watching an F1 car crash. It is. You can't look away, and that's the freaking worst thing about it, too. But this kid needs coaching, right? He needs development to say, hey, like, slow down. This is major leagues, kid. Everyone else is, well, not everyone, because Taylor Ward can be pretty bad at defense. But when you go to Joe Odell and all that stuff, you're pretty adequate to the same, but run under control. Because you run out of control like he did today, you do the wrong thing, someone gets hurt, or you're just going the wrong way overall. But what are you going to do? Demetrio says locked on, Rob. We might have to go that way, man, if they're going to ban us from the stadium. You never know. Dan Rio says, oh no, we suck again. Just had that too.
Oh no! We suck again! Oh no!
The Archangel said, I'm just glad Kwan pitched today and not in the Dodgers series. But the thing is, he goes to the Dodgers series and the guy looks like a fucking Cy Young type winner. You know what I mean? Everything's under command, has pure confidence, keeping those guys off balance. But then you go out here and he's like a little pony and he can't do anything. I don't understand this dude. Absolutely don't understand it. And this is a good team today. He just folded early, and I don't know if it's pitching call or selection wise, or he's not reading the scouter reports. There's something overall because he's not competitive, and he's just missing out of the zone. Like we talked about yesterday with Kikuchi, these guys failed to make the adjustments in game. At the time, the catcher's not really going out. Remember the old school where the catcher would notice it before anybody else, and he'd come out and tell him what he was doing wrong. When's the last time you've seen Ohapi do that? I'm just not a fan of Ohapi right now behind the dish because I don't think he has that command of this staff overall. Rio says at Matt, Terry, and Mark said the very same thing. They might be switching roles, and I don't want them to switch roles. Switching roles would be the worst part, I think. You guys let me know. But putting Kwanowitz in the bullpen, what is he working on? What is he doing that's going to help him in the future? If you want him to be our starter, let's go ahead and get this dude some help in the minor leagues. Send him back down to Double-A and let's see what he can do. If you're not going to do that, then let's go ahead. Might as well keep him as a starter, in my opinion, even though it's a train wreck. But if you got to have him work towards something, going to relief pitcher like how we're doing to Aldegari and Dana, then back to starter again, it's not helping out. It's not going to be sustainable long term for him overall, too, and the development wise. What are you going to do next year? Is he a bullpen guy? It's just hard to say. Growmaster says Jack needs to stop relying on the sinker and four seam. Since he can't command the sink, that just means he can't command the pitches, such as a slider and changeup. Send him down to work on it. I absolutely agree. I almost, for him, too, that fastball changeup's got to be a little bit better overall for the sinker to come into command, too. But his sinker, sometimes, he loses so much velo on the sinker where it almost is like the changeup at times. So I can't tell. I have a hard time telling with him when he's going both. But you're absolutely right. In the slider, time to develop a new pitch, dude, or started sooner. I mean, his slider is just off, completely off to me. Luke Johnson said, stuff Jack Wi-Fi in a locker and don't let him out. Probably should, or pull that. What is that, rookie of the year? They put him in between two doors. Guy gets in between two doors too, and just leave him there. That'd be a great one. Growmaster says we got lucky with Soriano. Ryan Johnson can't come up soon enough. Even with Soriano, man, I don't think we got lucky. I mean, the guy's a gamer, but I still think he's a bullpen type guy. Hopefully, this work with Pedro Martinez has helped him out overall. And let's see what he does tomorrow night. It's a true testament, but he has that problem, same issue as Kwanowitz. 3 innings and he's done. That 4th inning is a huge problem, and it cannot be a whole staff-wide issue like it's been lately, to be honest. Even Tyler Anderson, looking at him, he has problems going in the 4th inning too. So there's something wrong with their game plan. And that order comes back around again. Second time through the order, or sometimes for us, 3rd time through the order. These guys are all over our starting pitchers. What is going wrong here? What adjustments aren't being made? What game plan is not being changed? You got to mix it up because a lot of other scouting reports are better than ours. The technology that they have compared to what we actually use with the analytics is absurd. But if it's working for them, and obviously you can see the results for us, something needs to happen. Something needs to be changed. Um, Carson Fulmer, yes. Start of the rest of the season, I agree. I think we should do it. If not, bring us some of these young guys up, Gary, Caden Dana, George Clausen. I know Clausen doesn't look good overall, but might as well get these guys reps in now. You're not competing to win. You're not going to make a playoff spot doing what you're doing right now. Losing 3 games in a row, getting a win here and there, and then blowing leads and stuff like that. These games should have been won. The series, excuse me, should have been won. Yeah, you can lose today, but Monday or Friday, excuse me, should have been the game winner for us. With Detmers coming in and not Chafin. I mean, you got Chafin for a reason. Use him. I know Detmer's been lights out, but so has Brock Burke. Why is he not in that situation? We're just all over the place with our player roles. It's absolutely insane that there's still no game plan, and we're in August, coming near the end of the season, or just starting football season for us, at least. But here we are yet again, talking about the same old shit. I can't wait to see what Todd has to say about this because it's just one more loss. Should have been a win.
One more loss. One more loss, which could have been a win. You call yourselves professionals. I have never, ever seen a worse group of 25 players. You don't think as a team. You don't play as a team.
And we don't. We absolutely do not. There's time. We have some great individual performances that get us by. And it's just overall, we're just not jittering things as a team. There's no winning streak happening anytime soon. I don't think, at least, until we go ahead and figure out what our strategy is and what the game plan is overall. We're just ruining it. Our Grandmaster says until Artie passes, it doesn't change. Or he sells. Right? I mean, that's the only other thing. That's our only hope, man. Because what do they say? Assholes live forever. And I hate to be cursing so much on the show today. I do apologize. But I've seen that shirt a couple times. I'm like, you're not wrong. And Artie seems to be that guy. So unless that Skaggs case comes out to be worse or comes out any worse than it already is, and the major league forces him to sell, that's the only thing we have. Josh says we're still going to expose Otani and Yamamoto. I hope so, man. Yamamoto has been pretty good this year. What, 250 ERA, 10-4, I believe. I don't have the things in front of me, but he's been pretty lights out. He gets that swing and miss stuff because the split finger and that fastball combo, and he commands that fastball so well that split finger and changeup and everything else that he has too, it's just complementing it. So, and us with that launch angle swing that the Angels currently have going on right now, instead of trying to just put the ball in play and get base hits, it kind of feeds to more of his strength. I hope I'm wrong on this. I would love for them to just tattoo this kid, but it doesn't look good. I mean, statistically, currently. The Angels are the best team against aces, Josh says. Yeah, I mean, we got Scooble pretty good there, but I don't know for the best overall. Let's see what happens. This will really tell. Gromez says Nacho Night Rob hit the wrong button. I got a phone, dude. We're doing this off a phone. Todd has 3 computer screens. That's why the rest of us struggle, man. We don't have to set up like that. It's tough. And don't tell anyone where I live, Growmaster. Not all of us are computer savvy like that. Rick Guzman says, pitcher, no good. He will never be any good. Either have it or you don't. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that 100%. I can see what you're saying. That's frustrating with him this year. He's not been very good. Does he have the stuff to be successful in the major leagues? I do believe so. He's shown glimpses of it. 2, it's putting it all together, putting us all game plan in, and letting him work on this breaking pitches. And we saw something similar with Ben Joyce last year, right? We didn't see him till the very end, and they were working on a breaking pitch for him because he was having trouble commanding it. Yeah, that 100-mile-per-hour plus fastball's great. It's all fine and dandy until all these hitters start getting used to it and they start seeing a little bit more and they start attacking you right away because you don't have a breaking ball or breaking pitch to complement it. But once his breaking stuff came into play, he became even more dominant, in my opinion. I just think Kwanowitz needs that little tour in the minor leagues for a little bit. I think he needs to go there the rest of the year and stay there. That's just my personal opinion. And he needs to start. He does not need to come out of the bullpen. If he's your starter in the future, if you hope for him to be, I say you keep him there because if you trade him to another team, I guarantee he's going back down to the minor leagues to develop that slider, and that sinker, and he will come out pretty dominant. He absolutely will. The guy has the frame for it and everything. All this breaking stuff looks good. It's his command is the issue. Once you get that command under control, he could possibly be a good number two guy, maybe even an ace if he gets that fastball up a little bit more. And again, the command of those breaking pitches will only help that fastball look even better. Saucy James running down the West with the obviously competitive team, one meaningful game at a time. Yeah, we're killing it, aren't we? We're absolutely killing it. Rick Guzman says, game over. You're absolutely right. It is over. Marty says, yes, the center field dude is the high school kid running after everything. He gets a D. He is. What is that? Bad News Bears where they tell Kelly, hey, go catch everything in the outfield. I don't care where it's at. That's honestly what it looks like he's doing. He's overcompensating for a poor offensive performance. Some guys do that. They turn the page. Hey, I'm going to play lights out on defense, make my presence felt. But sometimes it is a little bit too much, especially today. In that left field, more than the right field catch today. But that was my issue. Saucy James says the A's are closer to catching the Angels than the Angels are to catching Texas. Even with the Marlins, even the Marlins have a better record. So pathetic. And it is, but the Marlins have pitching. They have starting pitching. They have Sandy Alcantara. They have Cabrera. They didn't move those pieces. And those guys, Sandy Alcantara is still a legitimate ace, in my opinion. Yeah, stats may not back that up, this year. But everyone looks at the RPM, the stuff that he has the stuff. And Cabrera's having a hell of a year, too, for number two guy. Think about that, having a 1-2 punch for your good. 2 games. You're guaranteed win when they come up. It's something to look forward to for them. We don't have that. The Marlins historically have a pretty good pitching staff, right? If they sign him long term or trade him away. Grillmaster says Artie needs to get out. Absolutely. Saucy says, man, I hope they sign up Montgomery. I hope they sign up Montgomery full time. Only the best for us. Hey, watch Montgomery get one hell of an extension. It'd be absolutely great. Absolutely the worst thing for the Angels.
That was the plan. Not a great plan.
But it would be the Angels' plan. Anyways, Artie Sucks says, sweep the Dodgers and I'll forgive your shit ass season. No. I mean, yeah, I would love to sweep the Dodgers. Yes, no. But the problem with sweeping the Dodgers is you're going to have the Honks come back out. See, we can make it. We can do it. We're, 9 games back of the division, 6 games back of the wild card. Let's say it falls in place and you have 3. Just false hope. I don't think we have what it takes to make it that run right now, especially the way we're being coached and who we have in there. I would love to sweep the Dodgers. I'm just hoping for one win. Just win the series. I can go tell my buddies and everybody else that we all know Dodger fans say, hey, you guys played in the weak ass National League West, the National League period. So we swept you guys at your home place. We won the game here on Monday. We took 4 games in a row. We weren't really taking the other games serious. So that's why let's say if you drop them, you drop them. But in a 7-game series, that would have been us. That would have been our victory. We'd be moving on. But again, I would love nothing more, but I just don't see that happening right now, especially the state of the Angels currently, too. No clutch hitting, no clutch defense right now, and the pitching staff's just up and down. Sasha says, I don't know who's making the decisions in the front office, but I'm sure their parents are related. I think you might be saying something else. No, but yeah, someone needs to pay. I agree. This is just awful. And you're just doing the same shit over and over again. I feel like instead of crossing what's the fastest way from point A to point B, straight line, the Angels, it's a circle. Just keep going in a circle. You got to cross the street, they walk in a circle. What the hell are you doing? That's what I feel like the Major League is looking at us. All these other teams, like, what the hell are you guys doing? You guys see what you need to get from point A to point B to be a better franchise, but yet you're just walking in a circle around the first point, and you never change. And then you're very surprised by when there's no success at all at the end of the day. Freaking crazy. Grillmaster said, Kwanowitz took our hopes, ran them up our butt. Yes, he did. What percentage of the series we have won this year? Just over half? I don't know. I don't have that stats in front of me. Trying to read the comments on this. You guys are on the phone here, so it's a little tough for me right now. EQ says, what's up? What up, EQ? What's happening? I have Dodger Angel tickets for tomorrow. If you're interested, hit me up. That is Jim Wolt. So you guys, anybody interested in tickets, go ahead and hit him up. Let him know what's going on, and Where are they, Jim? If you want to put them up there, I'll try to highlight that for you. So you can see that. But you guys go ahead if you anybody interested in tickets right there. You guys see where it's at. Isn't there going to be all those court cases in October against Artie? I don't know. The guy's got a horseshoe up his ass. Guy has some pretty good legal counsel though. At the same time, Artie Moreno, obviously, guy has money. He's not going to go find the weak counsel. They're going to do what they got to do, and they're going against the Skaggs family itself too. And he has more capital. It's just like anybody else. You're taking on a giant. You're going to go ahead and face the issues overall. I'm sure this case gets thrown to next year too, and you keep delaying. If judges will keep granting it too for the courts, it's tough. It's hard to sue older, richer owners like this too, because it doesn't get you very far. Just like suing a corporation, they can draw it out for years on years. I know the Skaggs family has some cash flow, but I do hope and wish the best for them, and that the justice comes for them at the same time too, because it's absolutely sad going through that case and reading it step by step. It's just awful. Andrew says the Dodgers have a shit ton of money. Of course they do. Of course they would be good. We also have money, but we don't want to use it because of shithead Moreno. It is what it is. And it's not that Moreno doesn't use money, guys. What is our payroll? Our payroll's up there. He doesn't spend it wisely. He doesn't look what we actually need. He'd rather sign one freaking loser hitter, third baseman, for $40-something million a year than go out and get multiple pitchers who can help us out for $15 to $20 million a year, right? Think about that real quick. He just doesn't know he doesn't know baseball. He doesn't understand the business of baseball itself too. Because like I said yesterday, and I'll reiterate it again today, the success Artie Moreno had early on was not from the success of himself and what he's done with the franchise. The success that he had early on was due to the Angels franchise at that time was number 1 and number 2 under Disney in the minor league system. Those minor leaguers came up all the way through. He made those expensive signings like he's always done to help facilitate that minor league system that was great. But yet when it all faltered, he pulled all this money from the minor league system too and resorted to only signing good free agents and trying to live and die off that way. We slowly fell. Absolutely, just like the fall of Rome, right? It happened very slowly, but then when it fell hard at the very end. And there's no way to claw and back out. Without building up your minor league system, once again, which we failed to do the trade deadline the past couple of years, and look what we could have had. I don't see any success coming anytime soon. Because there's no way a good veteran player right now is saying, I want to go to Anaheim, unless you pay out the ass for them. And then with this possible, who knows what's going to happen next year with a salary cap looming or a salary floor at the same time, or even a lockout. I don't see Artie Moreno spending much money this offseason. So it's hard to even get your hopes up to get a guy like Joe Ryan. Why would he want to come here? He doesn't have a ring yet. He wants to get paid. Yeah, sure. A guy could be like a Zach Greinke. I don't care where I play, just as long as you pay. But we're looking for guys, team players. We're looking for guys to help us win, to help to use these or develop these young guys that we have in our system. But that's I don't know. That's hearsay. Grillmaster says, I don't know where Rob, you're safe. No, Grill, you knew where I used to live. That was a little creepy, man. How you found that out? You don't know where I live now. I did move since then. I had to move since then, but you knew exactly where I was, man. It was pretty crazy. I was tripped out, bro. You tripped me out a little bit. Not many people know the city in which I live in. It's not a major city, especially a lot of people from Orange County. Marty says, just don't let Martian know where Rob lives. Yeah, please don't. I got kids, man. Don't do that. Hayes, I'm done with this season. Absolutely, Hayes. It is already football season. And I'm already tuning into USC, and the Saints are playing the Chargers here today. I was going to go, but I decided to go ahead and put myself through hell and watch the Angel game today. Marty says, I believed in Washington. I still have a ton of useless. Hold on, sorry. Damn it. Where was I at? Andrew, the Dodgers. I lost you, Marty. Marty says, sorry, we'll sweep the Doyers. All will be forgiven. The trade debacle. Yes. Closer is Ben Joyce or Kenley Jansen next year. Honestly, I think you got to resign Kenley until Ben Joyce can prove that he comes back 100% healthy. You need someone to turn to But if you let him go and you give him a qualifying offer, there is a good chance that you do get a draft pick out of it. But I highly doubt the Angels give him a qualifying offer because of the cost and everything else that comes with it. Hayes, I'm done with the season. EQ says all I want is the Angels to beat the Dodgers. I do too, man. I do too. Oh, Marty, here we go. I believe in Wash. And I still have all of Eustace Cheeks at home, but waiting to cash in. Yep. Saucy says you go to the USC on the day of the 25th. I will be there. Yes, I absolutely will. And if you're there, let me know. Hit me up on the on Instagram right there, and try to link up, get you buy a beer or something. Grill Master says, while I want Ray back as manager, I don't want him because he mismanaged the pen the worst way. You want him back? Come on, dude. It's one way to get kicked from this little thing here. Play the running up my butt sound if you have it. I don't know. You know what? It's a tough one to play that one, guys, because I don't have the actual names of them all. Jim says it's odd, and I share. He shares season seats. 260. The ADA, massive amount of room. No Dodger fans within 30 feet in front of Modelo. Oh, where Todd's at. I got you right there. I know exactly where you're at. I will be. Let's see if I can put that up there. So anybody, if you guys want tickets, please hit them up there. I will be at the game tomorrow, and I will be close by where you guys sit. I'm in 101 down there on the aisle. I will be there tomorrow though overall and braving it through it with my kid. My kid really wants to go. I got some buddies who are Dodgers fans and they really want to go to the Angel Stadium because of course, like majority of Dodger fans, they are also afraid to go to their own stadium. I'm just kidding. Nah, it's hit and miss. But those are great seats, guys. I don't know if you've ever seen or been back there where the Mandela sign is. Honestly, you have a clear view of the whole stadium right there and the whole outfield. There's no obstructions in front of you. You don't have to worry about people walking in front too. I've seen Todd there. Jim, I've never seen you there at the game, man. I will try to stop by next time and say hi and everything. But it is absolutely great seats, and it is nice because it's like the instructor, the usher there is like a personal bodyguard for you guys, man. It was tough for me to get in to say hi to Todd and just try to give him a high five and everything, but it was pretty cool. Overall, the little setup you guys got there, I love it. So those are absolutely great seats, guys. Please hit up Jim and let him know. Jim, I've seen you. I mean, the black Stetson hat. I'll coming up saying hi next time. I've seen you with the Stetson hat walking in before. You come in on the third baseline side, up to the left a little bit. I've seen you parking, and I will say hi next time. I thought, and it has is the cavalry? Is it Army Stetson hat or no? I thought I saw somebody with a U.S. Army Cavalry type hat. Marty says you nailed it with the spread of the money in the organization. That highlights another failure by Artie Moreno. We are screwed with the mindset of paying one player a shit ton of money at a time. I added shit ton. I'm sorry. I'm adding a whole bunch of words to that, man. So I'm just wanting to use profanity for some odd reason today. But yeah, no, it's true though, guys. I mean, until you allocate the money the right way into your actual needs instead of these power hitters, it's never going to work well for us. I mean, let's go back to Josh Hamilton. Torrey Hunter wanted a third of what he was asking for, and the Angels came back and said, "Hey, we can't afford it." Can you believe that? He wanted a third of that. Angels said we can't afford it. They wanted Adrian Beltre so bad. Beltre doesn't sign, stays with Texas. We go out and we get Josh Hamilton. Well, Torrey Hunter goes and plays for Detroit, has a phenomenal few years or 3 years there with Detroit. That team probably should have won the World Series because if you look at that staff with Verlander, Scherzer, Anibal Sanchez, and who's the last guy? One more guy there that was won the Cy Young as well too. And I can't think of his name, but it's driving me insane. Anyways, if it wasn't for them, it'd be one of the worst. Angels would be one of the worst organizations not to win with the amount of talent they had. on a team with Otani, Pujols, and Trout, because you're going to go back. We're going to explain to people, hey, these guys are all Hall of Famers. Yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy to play on the same team together? Well, hey, they did. Did they make playoffs? No. Did they even sniff it? No, not together. Sad. Fucking sad. Bro, not Galarraga. The guy played for Boston after. Can't think of it. If Otani hits a home run at the Big A, we need to throw the ball back on the ground. Can we throw it back? And Jim, can you answer this one? Can we throw a ball back without getting escorted out and kicked out for the rest of the season? I wonder about that. I know Todd can't because they're looking for any way to get him out of there completely, out of Angel Stadium 100%. I might be on that list too, the already hit list. It might be the already in the locked on hit list too. That kid there. Jim says with all the drunk Dodger fans in 101, I know it's tough, man. I'll be there. Yeah, my kid wouldn't want to go. My buddies wanted to go, so we're going. Oh, you're a police academy drill instructor. Okay, that's pretty cool. I have seen you there, man. Any inside news that Moreno might sell a team? There is no news that Moreno is selling a team, nor is even shopping the team around right now. So as of now, we're stuck with this dude long term. The only hope that we have is that Major League forces this guy to sell in lieu of the Tyler Skaggs case that's currently going on. It is a big black eye for Major League Baseball, let alone the owners themselves. Usually don't want to be associated with somebody like that in your same circle right there. So you find yourself on the outs of it overall, but we'll see what happens. Jim says, "Hell no, you can't throw the ball back." I'm thinking you can't throw the ball back. Throw any objects. Oh yeah, throw any heavy objects on the field. Yeah, see, you throw that ball back, you're getting banned for that game. Let alone probably a good ban for a long time from the Angel Stadium itself. Or you just slip Artie Moreno like $100 and you let you back in. Who knows? The guy's so desperate for money. But yeah, no, I did believe throwing the ball back there is pretty bad overall. Why can't Angel fans throw a ball back, but Cubs and Yankees fans can? It's just the rules. Whatever the rules is of the organization, the stadium at that time. I mean, you got to follow and abide by them. Because it's a good point. Throwing any objects back on gets it, but see what happens. Mateo said, "Is Todd okay?" Yeah, no, Todd is fine, guys. He's just busy with a whole bunch of things right now. This is tough to get on for him overall between work, the kids, the family overall, right? It's a lot. And he is okay. He's good. He will be back. To my knowledge, he will be back here tomorrow. On a post game show, and please tune in for that. He has great insights, as we all know and love Todd and everything. I'm sure you guys are more than tired of me, but he is good to go. I was talking to him earlier today, and I don't think he will be at this series coming up. But a couple things going on, but he should be back here with us overall. Sorry about that. Grillmaster says, speaking of objects, how about dildo is being thrown at Marsha's league? Yeah, no comment about the WNBA. Sorry. I think it's dumb. Whatever they're throwing out there, it's freaking ridiculous. Throwing like the basketball goes in the stand, you throw it back in, and you get thrown out. That'd be pretty dumb, but come on, doing what they're doing, whatever. Jim says not only Skaggs issue, but a Stein rebuilding MLB retrofit could approach. Oh, the stadium. Excuse me, stadium rebuilding. Yes. Yeah, and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about last night. Do you guys honestly believe that Artie Moreno is ignoring this on purpose, or is it in lieu of trying to move this team out of here? Because the last thing Major League Baseball needs is a third team playing in a minor league stadium. And that's where the Angels are going, especially if you can't get this done in time. Because in California, as we all know, I know Orange County is a little bit different. To get things done in a timely manner usually does not happen. Doesn't happen quickly. You got to go through a lot of different things, vendors themselves too. To rebuild the stadium, you have to get a lot of surveys done, and then inspectors come in. It's tough overall. So neglect overall could get him booted from Angel Stadium if he doesn't repair it. But then where do you go? It just gives him more ammo, and you can't move a team right now because there's no vacant MLB stadium in any other city that's just waiting right now. He's going to have to go to the minor leagues type stadium right now and try to build there. And I don't know if baseball's ready for that. I absolutely don't think. I think it'd be one of the worst things for the Angels. It'd be another black eye to the Angels, but is what it is. But I'm surprised the city of Anaheim just hasn't come in with a full audit and say, "Hey, this is our property, our land. We believe any lease like that too, right, to get illegal stuff. If it's a health and safety issue or imminent danger to somebody or over the property itself too, there is no reason why you can't go in there and fix it or get surveys in there yourselves and do it. Absolutely no way, no reason why you can't. Um, Mateo brings up a good point right there. I just saw it pop up. We could move to Tempe temporarily if we have to. We could. We absolutely could. Even Tempe, though. I mean, look at that stadium. Tempe Diablo Stadium. It's small, man. Overall, playing major leaguers there or having major leaguers there, it'd be friggin' another huge block guy. And then what do you do in these extreme heat games and all that stuff? That's why they have a dome there. You have to share it with the Diamondbacks, and you're gonna lose half your fan, or not a half. You're gonna lose all your fans anyways. Who's gonna go out there? Yeah, you have some Angel fans out there who are retirees who like to watch spring training, but that's a tough sell overall. I don't know how that would go over. And the Orange County lifestyle is it's a pretty hit market right there, I think. It's great weather. I mean, fans are there if you win, if you're committed to winning, but the Angels aren't. Um, Marsha loves it when those dildos get thrown on the court on the field. She feels like a seagull at the beach with chips. Marty. Jim says that's why Anaheim councilman went to jail for underhand dealing, tried to sell his vote. Was that the mayor, right? The mayor tried to sell his vote and said that he gave him that deal in hopes that he'd get $1 million back from Artie or 5 million for his campaign. That was very interesting. And for Artie got lucky on that one because he didn't deal with it directly in the business dealings. It was his lawyers or whoever else he had out there negotiated for them, but he lucked out that his name wasn't directly tied to it 100%. He probably still was calling the shots, but you can't prove that, right? You need instrumental type evidence that they never had, and that's why he was able to walk on that overall. It was going to be a tough. That's why they don't want to prosecute a guy like this too, because he's found innocent. Because there's the lack of evidence they have, double jeopardy comes into play. Mateo says, "Who do you think will buy the team if Artie is forced to sell?" And God, who is? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to lose my spot there, but forget who put it out there. I really think the owner of the Golden State Warriors was one, and there was one other guy. I can't think of his name right now. And don't say Mr. Beast. We already went over this yesterday. He doesn't have the capital guys to buy it. He has to come with a group and everything, and he'd probably make it more of a profitable thing as a game show. Some bullshit. And Bezos is out also too because he also wants to make a return. And sometimes in baseball, you don't always make returns, right? You got to spend a ton of money before you start seeing the returns. The Dodgers are doing it the right way, city way. They're kind of working the system a little bit, but let's see. But we need something different here. EQ, why don't you put Fulmer as a fifth starter? I agree. If you're not going to put Fulmer, excuse me, there, let's go ahead and see what these other guys have, like Caden Dana and Aldegary or in Clausen. Hell, bring up Tyler Brenman if that's going to freaking happen anyways next year. It's interesting to see who it would be, but oh, here it is, guys. The bidders, according to the LA Times, was Joe Jacob. That's the owner of the Warriors. Stan Kroenke was another one, and there was one more name I can't think. I didn't think Stan Kroenke was one, but there was one more name that popped up that I was like, this guy, he might be the dude to buy the team, and it wasn't Cuban. I know Steve Ballmer wasn't interested. Sam Yelly's made a push at it, but they're not interested. They kind of make little digs here and there. Overall, about the Angels, how poorly they are run and everything. Granted, they haven't made playoffs either, but they're doing the right things, going in the right direction. Yeah, I can't think of the other guy's name right now, man. It's bothering the crap out of me. But Joe Lakeup he wanted to buy the A's right before they moved to Vegas or made the move to jump to Vegas. They was told no, they weren't selling. So I could see him being a potential guy for the Angels itself too. I mean, hopefully Disney buy him back too. They wouldn't because they also want to go ahead and make a return. But there's when I find it, I'll tell Todd and see if he wanted to Let's throw it in there. Yeah, sorry, Mateo. It's Lake Up, not Jacob. I know I saw that after. My apologies. I was reading it, trying to read it quick overall. But there's one other guy, and I believe it was a Japanese businessman. I don't know if he'd be interested today, especially with Otani gone, but can't think of the name overall. Frederick, that is him, right? I hope he's Japanese. I hope I'm not saying that incorrectly. But that is the guy I'm talking about from the LA Times, right? Let's see. Trying to look this up quick. But that is a guy who I thought would have the right business model, who loved baseball itself too. And oh, he's Chinese. I'm sorry. I apologize. He's a Chinese business owner. Would have to do the right things because he had the ideas, and I believe it was him who told Artie Moreno or made a comment that the team might be worth $5 billion in so many years, but that was under if they kept Otani, if they kept certain personnel there overall, which the Angels did not do. But now it's hard to say what they're worth overall to see today because today's market, I mean, you're selling at a low. But anyways, Grill, come on, man. I know I thought it was Japanese business owner, but yeah, he's Chinese. I'm sorry about that, guys. My apologies. That is my apologies. I definitely missed that one.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Just a bit outside that one. But no, yeah, those are good business owners overall. You just need somebody with a new philosophy, a fresh face, a fresh mindset coming into it. Artie Moreno's just not willing to deal with the Angels anymore. He doesn't want to fix the problems. He just lets them grow more and more and more, obviously, because he saw what they had happen in Tempe. They forced him to redo the stadium. What's happening here is absolutely ridiculous. We're in shambles. But that too, Lake Up is an Anaheim local, once worked at the stadium. I did not know that, Frederick. That is absolutely great. I mean, yeah, we need somebody like that. We need somebody with a passion for the Angels. But Artie doesn't. He claims to have it, unfinished business and passion, but he's just getting embarrassed more and more. And I think he's trying to fix his ego, or it hurts his ego and everything. He's trying to build it back up, but the more he tries to build back up, the more he fails. It just looks even worse for us overall. Andrew said at this point, the Salt Lake Bees are doing better than the Angels right now. I'm watching them now, and I don't blame you. I mean, it's more exciting to watch our minor league guys because we see what they have left. They're more passionate about it. Not to say these guys aren't, but I even think our coaching staff in the minor league seems better. Lake Up is a Catella High grad. Dang, did not know that. I'm not from Orange County. Overall, that's pretty cool. Grillmaster says, "You're kidding." I know you are, Grill. So don't tell everyone my address. But let's see. Yeah, but overall, I mean, yeah, the season's over, guys, right? We talked about this a while ago, and we didn't sell. We're just going down this pit. We're spiraling out of control, and this happens year in and year out. But once again, the Angels lose the series. A very winnable series at that, even one that should have been a sweep, in my opinion, because we had some great offensive performances overall to give us the lead. We could do better. Don't get me wrong, with running scoring position and manufacturing runs himself. But the Angels are going to Angel at the end of the day. Artie Moreno is going to be Artie Moreno end of the day. But tomorrow we take on Harmon W. Postgate. Harmon, I saw your comment at the end of the show last night. At the end, saying I'm not reading your comments, man. I did not see your comment one time on this, and I even went back after because we can see the comments after we end the show, guys. We can go back and look through it. I didn't see any comments at all, man. And I've been banned time to time on commenting on this too, where Todd wouldn't see my comments at all, and I hit him up. He goes, "No, dude, I don't see him at all." So sometimes there is an issue. If you're on YouTube, I see right here on the comment that says you're on YouTube. Switch over to X. I don't know if anybody else is on X that comments because I didn't see anybody today. But this only problem here, I can't see past a certain amount on the phone here. I had to go on this, but try commenting on there because they do censor something if you say a curse word on YouTube or find it inappropriate so many times when you're saying anything like the Angels, whatever, F that, or they're awful, or anything like that. They will censor you and you won't be able to comment. But I did see your comment at the very end, and I didn't see anything else. So we're not ignoring you guys. We try to read the comments the best we can. Even Todd talks about it all the time. It's tough going through all those comments, finding where you're at, hitting the sound bites and everything. We do lose our spot overall. Andrew says, I'm waiting for the Duck season coming up next week. A huge UFC card is coming. I'm excited for those. Absolutely. I'm excited for hockey too. I think the Ducks are doing some great things. I used to be a season ticket holder for the Ducks there too. We sat in 422, had out right there on the aisle. So it was a great spot to be. I mean, that's when we were all, well, when I was married, and that we had Angel season seats too when I was married, and then COVID hit. Those are gone too. So it's a drive for me, but for me, it's worth it out there, man. I love it out there, the OC vibe, and I can't wait to see what the Ducks have in store for us, let alone what the Samuelis are doing back there. It's everything that Artie wanted to do and couldn't do. And now I kind of feel like, and this is my hot take only, there's no evidence on this at all. It's just my assumption on it. I think Artie Moreno is letting Angel Stadium go because he's upset with the city of Anaheim over what the Samuelis are building. That was Artie's dream. That was his vision and his dream to do that in Angel Stadium in the back parking lot and everything with the affordable housing and all that stuff too. He has a hiccup here, has a hiccup there. Trouble with the mayor under investigation. Sam Yelly's come in, swoop in, and do exactly what he wanted to do, and let alone fund the entire thing 100%. Pulling the rug out from Artie Moreno. So I do see him being a little upset overall from that city of Anaheim, which is why I believe is the reason why he's letting the Angel Stadium fall apart right now. Hey, that was my dream. That's my business plan and model. I handed it over to you guys. These guys hijacked it because of XYZ. So screw your stadium. I'm gonna let it go to shambles. That's just me. Growmaster says, or sorry, Mateo, excuse me, says, I think Lacob will buy the Angels. He knows how to put a winning team together. I absolutely agree. I do hope that he does sooner than later. Real, remember, say already touched you and you're under 18 now. I'm kidding. Kidding. It's gonna take something obscure like that besides the Skaggs case, guys, to get him out of here because I don't see the Skaggs free selling for just the cash itself, too. Even though how old he is, you can't spend that money, especially for what you pay for the team. It's great. Great return on investment for him overall. Grill says for hockey, when you sign McTavish, then it's off the playoffs. You can take that to the bank, deposit it. Sorry, wrong sport. It's okay. Let it out, man. We're already talking football here, too. Tune in here. You guys will find a lot of unfiltered sports podcasts. Todd's on that show. Dominic's on it. Randy's on it. Matt's on it with the Cowboys. So be pretty good. The only knock I have on Lake Up was not resigning Bob Myers. Mateo says. I mean, hey, but still, if it's anything's an upgrade from Marty Moreno at this point in time, right? I would imagine. EQ says, will they send Jack down, Rob? I believe they should. They probably won't, but they really should send him down for the rest of the year. I don't want to see Kwanowitz take the mound again for the Angels in the Major League team for the rest of the 2025 season until he's figured out what he needs to figure out with his stuff and his command. They did that, like I said, last year they did it with Joyce. I thought Joyce should have been brought up sooner because we needed the help. But at the end of the day, it did work out for us. That's one of the rare W's that we have is that they kept him down until he fully had command of all of his pitches and put it all together. But Angels are going to Angel. They probably won't do the right thing here until we get a September roster expansion where you won't really see Kwanowitz there. Wait, Rob, what did you say about Artie? I wasn't listening. I was joking, Grill. I was joking. Don't be so disrespectful, Matt. What'd I say? Cowgirls? I'm joking. Cowboys could be good, man. That's another owner who gets in the way. But that owner spends money and goes out until it comes for extension time. That's another owner who gets in the way. I feel bad for Matt. Not a Cowboys fan per se, but I do like some of their players. I'd like to see them do well. I mean, it's NFL is good when they're doing well. They're in the playoffs. I mean, some great headlines when they lose. At the same time, too, especially with playoffs. Mateo said he's a great owner because he gives the GM his checkbook, and that's what we need. I mean, just think about this. I'm a Perry lover, and you guys can clown me all you want about it. I think Perry Manassian is probably one of the better GMs that we've had in the past couple of years, and watching him put together a team and rosters here and there with hands tied behind his back, and then let alone trying to go ahead and make these trades. It's frustrating to see what he has on the table and what he has actually done overall, because every time he goes in to do something, Artie goes, hey, I don't want to do that after all. I mean, Perry is very professional, and I love that about him too. It's frustrating at the same time too, I'm sure, especially for reporters and everything. He doesn't ever throw the owner under the bus. He keeps it pretty zip tight on it all, but he had the trade to Baltimore done. And we've never heard what the return was for Baltimore yet. We've heard the return for Tampa Bay, we've heard the return for the Padres, but what would have Baltimore given for Shohei Ohtani? Because they were also in the race. The only team that said it was 100% out was the Dodgers because they said we're pretty much going to sign this guy in the offseason. And I do believe the Dodgers tampered with Shohei Ohtani in the middle of the year too. As they were there, Mookie Betts talking to him, all those different things. I believe there was some tampering going on. He wanted to be a Dodger the whole time. It's just the DH rule did not work out for him at that point in time. However, that being said, it's tough right now for ownership overall, especially for the Angels, GM wise, because you can't do anything, you can't make these moves. If you had Jake Wood, CJ Abrams, Mackenzie Gore, Jackson Merrill on this team, you're talking. We're honestly, I think we're sitting here, we're talking about playoffs. We're talking about the wild card being the lead, and let alone you can go ahead and you can dump your Tyler Anderson last year when you weren't doing well. Could have got more return there, and you could have a different team shaping up right now, and then more guys would be willing to come here at that point in time. Remember when the Angels traded for Brandon Phillips years ago, and Mike tried to how to get on the phone and convince that guy to come? That's the state of the Angels back then. Imagine today. So no one's picking up that phone. Trout's calling me. I'm not coming. Boom. End of story. Hang up the phone. Grillmaster says, did y'all see Lamb get trucked by the official in preseason game last night? I did see that against the Rams. That's pretty fucking funny. I don't know. I have no clue what he was doing or who he was talking to, but that was funny. Lakeup has $2.3 billion, Mateo says. It'd be great for him to do it. And he would make it, not only that, I think he'd make a very hefty return on the Angels too. The Orange County vibe and everything. The fans are there. We saw with the Halo boys. There's big fans out there who want to come support the team. The guys, everyone's still here. I know total, it's 20 on YouTube and 50 elsewhere on X. There's 70 people here watching, and we're just a small show, right? We're fans who want to be part of this winning franchise. Even if we don't make playoffs, it's a step forward. We see the progress going on. We don't see that progress right at this point in time. We're actually going backwards now, but not developing anything. We're not trading pieces away. And yeah, I know the deadline's over, nothing we can do, but it is what it is. Grillmaster says everything except Dan Snyder is an upgrade. Yeah, absolutely. Teamer 20, what's happening? When Jack starts, it's guaranteed loss. It absolutely is because he can't get out of the fourth inning. He is the highest ERA, I believe, out of qualifying starting pitchers this year, and yet we still throw him out there. Do you think Fulmer should be the fifth starter? EQ says. If you're not going to bring a young guy up, absolutely. Right now, if it's not, I think it's Aldegary, Clausen are the guys to bring up. If you're not going to do that, let's roll with Fulmer for the fifth starter until you get the September roster expansion. We can call up these minor league guys and let's see what those guys have. Let's go ahead and bench fucking Tyler Anderson because he's done on his deal with them. We owe him nothing. Let's go ahead and see if Fulmer can't handle it, throw him back to the bullpen. But let's see what the Angels do. Andrew says, how is NFL fandom like anyway? Do you just pick a team and go for them instead of your local team? For me, it was tough, right? When we were growing up, or when I was growing up, I just born when the Rams just left, or the Raiders left. I forget who it was first. And then growing up, I live where I live by. We're close to the Home Depot Center in Carson. Over here, it's probably about a half hour from me. So the Chargers are always coming up. And Drew Brees, I love Drew Brees to death, man. He'd be there signing autographs until everyone was gone. He's legitimately like how Jesse is for Savannah Bananas. He'll sign for everybody, right? That's how Drew Brees was, man. I love Drew Brees. Sean Merriman was there. LT was there. It was great to see Antonio Gates. Anyways, I became a Drew Brees fan, 100%. And I followed him everywhere, where team-wise he went. And when he went to the Saints, I latched on. I'm a big USC fan, a huge USC fan. Then the Saints draft Reggie Bush at that point in time. So they took Brees. They had Bush. I was all of a sudden, I'm going for the Saints. And then you get developed into this. I grew up as I got older, just watching the Saints religiously and just became my team. Then fall in love with everybody else, all the other players they have. So that's what happened to me. But I don't know about everyone else, what their story is, but that's how I feel the stories are because there's no local team until now. I mean, today there's a local team, but too little, too late. The Cowboy owner is also the GM. Mateo says, yeah, and that's a conflict of interest overall because you don't answer to a higher power here and there, and then when you need permission for something or what do you think, you're just bouncing the idea off yourself. So I think Artie has more money than your boy, unfortunately, Mateo. But if he had more money, I would think Lake Up could beat out Moreno. So now the question would be, is that liquid cash or is that in assets overall? So I mean, we all look at this, right? And I hate when MLB players say this. Oh, the owners, they can afford it, they're worth billions. Yeah, in assets and everything that they own, including the baseball team, that sometimes it's included in their assets too. So when you say, oh, you can afford these contracts, they're making money, and look how much they're worth. Well, yeah, that's their gross. Like after they sell the team and all that stuff, which yeah, you want them to pay you more that they own, they can't afford it. I mean, what do they have in liquid cash? That's why you see the Dodgers a little bit more able to free spend because they have a little bit more liquid capital than everybody else, and they're able to throw more, and they're backed by the Guggenheim. And I've gotten plenty of arguments with people about this, especially online too. These kids tell me, "Oh, hey," and I have a pretty good background in this, but kids tell me, "Oh, hey, you can't transfer money between corporations to help one out." BS. Yes, you can. Big Brother can always lend money to Little Brother. It's part of the same corporation. Could be different corporations too, in that too, under the same umbrella of one network. Some people don't understand that, but it is what it is. Um, what is it? Mookie bets on game. See what you did there, girl. You got me on that one. Damn it. Real Master, you got me, dude. You got me on that. Mookie bets on game. Yep. That's a good one. I'll give you, you know what? You know, Todd's gonna get me for that one, man. He's really gonna get me for that one right now. But Grill Master, this is for you. You get a day for that one, man. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I gotta give you props when props are due. How about bringing up Ryan Johnson? Mateo says, you know what? I haven't been following him so much, but and I should. You guys tune in to Dominic's show, the minor league report, and see how he's doing. At this point in time, anything's got to be better than Quanowitz, developmental wise. But I would really like to go who we think is next up for major leagues next year, and who will be fighting for that fifth spot. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Don't wait for spring training to roll around. That's such a small sample size for me. I want to see today. I want to see September. If they are good and if they're going to be competing for a spot, hey, I think I'll use Aldegari. I think Aldegari can be our fifth starter. I want to see him September in a starting role. I want to see him in multiple starts. I don't want to see fucking one start and then done. I don't want to see spring training starts as well too, where they come in for the first couple innings and they're gone, or they come in the latter where they're in the later innings and they're warming up like a relief pitcher, but they're pitching 5 innings. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see that now. If you believe this guy's ready for it now, then he's going to be the guy next year. Put him in. What do you have to lose? You're going to be the worst team in baseball? Who cares? You already can't get a top 10 pick. So might as well just try to throw everything you have at it to try to win. So, I mean, you can't tank on purpose to Kwanowicz. You want these losses with these anti-taking rules, and also if it kills you. So that's my 2 cents there. Grandmaster says call up Rada, and I do believe Rada is the better center fielder than Tedioso. That's just my personal opinion. I would love to see Rada at the plate too, and he's doing pretty well, but he is only 20 years old, similar to what Mike Trout was, but you got to make a move somehow. No, Grill, I'm not falling for that one. Lake Up owns the Warriors and the Valkyries. Why can't he buy the Angels? He absolutely can. I don't see why he couldn't. Is it worth going to the Dodger game tomorrow, Rob? I really don't want to try to fight anyone. No, I'm gonna shout one. You know what? Lately, even going to any games, man, there's been some a-hole Angel fans, man. I'll be honest with you guys too. I've gone to the Angel game. What was it? It was the bobblehead night. Natal bobblehead night with my kids, with my best friend. He has 3 kids, so we have right there. We have 5 little boys sitting there screaming. Well, my youngest can't scream anything. He can, but can't talk yet. But he's not even 1. But anyways, we have four young boys there cheering for the Angels, saying "Go Mike Trout," all this stuff, and this kid behind me goes, "Mike Trout fucking sucks." And I hope this kid watches this show, and I hope it reaches him. And I go, "Who the fuck?" So I get up. I'm pissed. You're just cussing out a little kid who was cheering out for Mike Trout. 4 of them who are cheering for Mike Trout. They don't know any better, man. They're little kids. The oldest is 5 out of that group there, and the other 3 of them are 4 years old. So they're having a good time. Angels are doing well. And that guy goes and says, "Fuck Mike Trout, dude." Fuck. And I got up. The usher stopped me from giving his face, and I'm yelling at this kid. I go, "Who said it?" First thing he did was he tried to say, "Oh, it's my buddy right there," and some little dude. And I'm 6'4", 250. I'm a big dude when I stand up, right? I'm the smallest guy. I don't think I'm massive. I'm not the smallest dude, but when I stand next to Todd, I'm taller than Todd. Anyways, for those of you who met him, I'm a little bit wider too than Todd too, a little more broad on the shoulders. But anyways, so I go up to this kid and I go, "What the is your problem, dude?" I go, Say it. Say it again to my face. Be a man. You said it. Now be a man." But that was just me. That's an Angel fan, and I'm dealing with that. We're dealing with that BS. So Dodger fans, I don't mind it, man. I'm not trying to get a fight. I don't try to get it. I don't stuff like that rolls off my shoulders. And I think the Dodger fans, some majority of them get a bad rap for it overall. At Dodger Stadium, I would say, yeah, Angel Stadium, man. I think some people come in with a little more mellow vibe, especially, dude, we suck. Yeah, we know we suck. Look at it. Proof's in the pudding. So just kind of let it roll off you, man. I don't make a big deal about it overall, but unless you start cursing at kids, that's the end for me. Cursing at kids, cursing at women, I'm done, dude. It's on at that point in time. That's just me personally. But um come on, EQ, let's go though. 101, section 101. I don't know where my ticket's at. It's on the phone. I can't see it. But hit me up on Instagram or hit Ayles and Infield. I'll see it on Instagram. And if you guys are there, let me know. But I will be in 101. I will be on the aisle. And Jim knows a little more, but it's right where the cutout meets. So I'm before the big cutout on the aisle. So you guys won't miss me there. Girl Master says, I won't be going to the stadium this week. Try not to get shot. Oh, come on, dude. We can't be the worst team in baseball. Rockies already won the World Series for that category. I don't know. Their hitter's doing pretty well. There's this guy that they had, Mickey Moniak, who I got clowned for standing up for him, and look at him now. 270 hitter, doing great. On base percentage is absolutely great. EQ says, JK, I don't like Dodger fans, man. They're snobby. Yeah, they are, especially lately, man. Because where were you guys 5, 6 years ago when this team wasn't making the World Series? It wasn't like this today. Oh, Angel Stadium sucks. Da, da, da. You know, it's not a real baseball stadium. That's what they always say when they come here. But it's like, dude, Dodger Stadium's no better. You guys have the money now. You guys have the hype now because you're spending the money. You're good. But in the early 2000s, it's all about the Angels. I don't care what anyone says. I saw plenty of fans there who are now ripping Dodger jerseys now that I know. They're at Angel Stadium when the Angels were good. Mateo, should we start a petition to have Lake Up by the Halos? I mean, it won't be hard to get everyone to sign that. I heard Tedioso is on par with Pete Crow Armstrong's in terms of defense. I mean, hey, Andrew, if that's true, he needs to be a little more control because I see Pete Crow Armstrong being pretty good, man, but under control at the same time. He has a lot of good composure. Grillmaster said, Mateo, to Grill, I really thinks he buys Angels. I hope so. Grillmaster says, Rob, you and Todd are big dudes. Y'all may meet look tiny. I'm a 5'6" shrimp. Yeah, Todd's about, what, 6'3"? 6'3", 6'4", and I'm 6'4", so. Grill says Moniak stats are Cougars effect. No, absolutely not. A 270 hitter, guys, is not because you only play the 80 games at home. You have to play games on the road too. As absolute Grill, that's a bad take, bro. Not gonna lie. That's a bad take because this dude's also hitting on the road too. You have to. In order to hit 270, 280, you're hitting everywhere, not just hitting at home. Because look at what's his name? Kikuchi. That'd be like me saying, "Oh man, Kikuchi's such a great pitcher. He wins." No, he won one game on the road. He only wins at home. The proof's in the pudding there on that one, man. But his stats aren't blowing you away. But or it'd be like vice versa with Aaron Judge. Oh, he only hits home runs at Yankee Stadium, that short right field porch. No, absolutely not. J Dog says we are the most poorly ran franchise of the last decade. We absolutely are, and there's no one who's worse than us. Mateo said there is one own who is worse than Artie is John Fisher. Oh man, I don't know. I think Artie might take the cake, to be honest with you. Dan Snyder beats out both Fisher and Moreno. First owner of our lifetimes. Hey, again, I still think Artie was one of the worst for the tools that he has here and the opportunity he could have seized. But anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning into the post game podcast. Please catch us again tomorrow. Check out the podcast of the week. I know it's hard for you guys to tune into Angel games right now. Excuse me again. I'm sorry. I know it's tough. We're out of it. Not mathematically just yet. But this team, it's hard to tune into this team, hard to watch these games. We do appreciate it. We are for the fans, by the fans. Like we said all the time, you will find us at the stadium no matter who is there. I will be there tomorrow. People will be there the next day. If you guys see us, please say hi. At the end of the day, the whole point of the Heedy podcast network is to be a part of it. You guys hear our voices be heard, hear the frustrations and all that stuff. You can call us honks. You can hate on us all you want. You can choose the latter, right? I don't care. The rest of us don't care overall. We, at the end of the day, are the same fans who want to be high-fiving with everybody, like I said yesterday, when the Angels do make that playoffs or when they clinch a big series. we want the vibe to be high in Anaheim. We want to be good. But until ownership takes it seriously, you're going to have to go ahead and take the criticism. There's harsh criticism coming their way. But we thank you guys, each and every one of you, for tuning in. Please tune in for the rest of the week, too. Check out everyone's podcast, Minor League Report, around the league with James, Minor Leagues with Dominic. You have the Halo Hoedown with Vince and Fernando, and you have the show with Todd and Fernando, too, the Angels Weekly Report. These are all great shows. You guys are very passionate to take a lot of time out of the day to make this happen. There's a lot of research that goes into it, too. The post games itself, no offense, Todd, for me, they're a little easier. I don't have to do so much research. I just have to watch the game, so I'm watching anyways. Todd does a really good job in-depth wise with all the stats and everything. He has computer screen wise, so they put a lot of effort into this too. Very grateful for being part of this team. Very grateful for you guys here. And again, if you guys haven't, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us too. If they don't like what we have to say, let it at least hear us out first. Don't just judge us off social media or off of sticking hand banter, because at the end of the day, it's good to have your opinion. I respect your opinion if you respect mine. If you don't respect my opinion, I don't give two shit about yours. That's how we really believe here, man. And end of the day, we want the Angels to be good once again. We want to return those early 2000 vibes. I want my kid to see playoff baseball in Angel Stadium. So don't tell me go up the road to the 5. I want to see them in Angel Stadium winning once again, like we should be. Very historic franchise is being run to the ground. But hopefully we bounce back. Please tune in tomorrow to the post game. It is the Dodgers. We have Yamamoto going against Soriano at Angel Stadium. 6:38 start. You can catch all the stuff here on our social media or X, YouTube. Please follow, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you, guys.